Hey guys, Super Foxy1 here, welcome back to the channel. As you can see with the title, we're going to be showing off to you guys my Christmas haul for 2024. Before we get on with this, I would just like to let y'all know that I was finally able to get some new replacements for my PlayStation cords. The HDMI and power cord. You know what that means. I don't have to borrow everybody else's cords. I can finally use my own once more and play games and do videos off of there. Yippee! Just to clarify though, I'm not going to be splitting this video off into multiple different parts for videos, or well, 2 different videos to be more specific. Instead, I'm going to be doing something a little different this time around. I'm going to be showing you guys absolutely everything that I got from both my grandparents and then from Cheyenne and her mama Sue. To kick things off in the order that I mentioned them in, I'm going to be showing off to you guys what my grandparents got me. But before I do that, I just wanted to let you all know that everything I got here, it's going to be split off into different categories. 3 to be more specific. First, art supplies. Second, stuffed animals and clothing. And third, device and doohickey. Back to what I was saying before, here's what I got right by the handle. Slam down onto the table. I got this 22-inch times 16-inch giant paper pad, and it's supposed to be like a flip-up book sort of thing. Dude, this is literally poster paper. See, I'm not saying that's really a bad thing, because I'm honestly quite excited about this. Like, I have a crap ton of projects that I want to eventually get around to that involves paper. The only problem with this is the fact that, you see the handle right here, you use that to carry it around. It's going right through the paper that can be used to draw on here. Like, what in the hell? And not only that, it's only got 35 sheets, so for whenever I do use these for projects, I'm gonna have to make it count, because any mess up, and that's how thick of paper I really got. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, with it being as wide as it is, I'm sure making a mess up can easily be covered up, but right here on the front right here, this is an example of what can be drawn or painted within this. Like, neat. Got some sort of freaking, I want to say, urban area, some other country. You got all these buildings together, you got water, you got the Rockies. I want to say that's a tree. I mean, I don't really know, it's all sorts of color, but if you go up close to it, it kind of looks like it's watercolor. I don't think I'm going to be using any sort of watercolor to be, drawing and doing whatever on this paper, but, we'll just have to see. Oh, but wouldn't you know it, I got another flip pad thing to go along with that. As from what you can see here, it's obviously a much smaller size than the giant paper pad flip-up poster thing. It says right here, HQ Fine Stroke Series, Mixed Media, Pen, Pencil, Marker, Acrylic, Watercolor. That's what can be used on it, and then that's what the cover shows, pretty much an example of, I want to say, a mix of watercolor and then marker, but I can't really be too 100% for sure. We only have 30 sheets in this, and then it says 12-inch times 18-inch. Okay, and then paper, texture of it seems to be a lot thicker than what I'm normally used to, but you can usually tell the quality of the paper just by doing that. I mean, it's pretty good for this one too. It's just, with it being as big as it is, it seems to be a little bit thinner than what you'd expect for bigger paper. Just when you thought it was over, I also got 2 sketchbooks to add in the jump with that. So this first one right here, it says we have 75 pages, and then down here at the bottom it says sketch, pen, pencil, ink, and then charcoal. That's what can be used on it. And then as from what you can see here on the front, it's got a scribble of black shade of colored pencil, and then it flips up. Gotta love the thickness, am I right? And the texture of the paper. That seems like something you'd find in an office. Very expensive paper, to be specific. Alright, now for this one, it says right here, sketch. Same thing as this, obviously, in different writing. And then on the front cover, we got like a sketch of an apartment complex thing right here. It says simply, and then it says right here in bullet points, extra white paper ideal for layout and sketching. I mean, obviously it shows that on the screen right there. And then right here it shows everything that you can use for it. Pencil, pen, chalk, and then it says acid free, and it looks like we have 60 different pieces of paper on here. And then it says this is 9 times 12, the size. Wait, what? These are the same size. Hold up. Something ain't adding up here. Because right up here, it says 9 times 12 inches. Well, 9 inches times 12 inches. And then it says it here. But it seems like this one's a little bigger. Weird. Now see, putting all of these together, I have a crap ton of paper. I am all set for whatever it is I got going on for my projects. I mean, I already know what I got going on for them. I'm just not going to be telling you guys anything because that would ruin the whole surprise. Shh. You heard nothing. But anyways, like, having these all separately from one another, it doesn't really seem like it's a lot. But again, putting them all together, and considering the fact that I'm going to be using these for different things, I'm obviously going to be all set for my plans here. So, you know, stay tuned to find out later on what these are going to be for, because the most pages we got are in these two right here, the ones that are stacked up on top. Of course, they get to be the main character. Although I'm sure you've seen enough of this paper crap right here, so come on, let's just get on with the next thing we got, continuing on with the art supply situation. We got some more colored pencils, and it looks here, as from what we can see, it says 70 colored pencils, and it says bright, blendable, and smooth. And then for the picture we got going on for it, we got a butterfly and then some type of flower. Looks like a yellow and pink sort of vibe for it. And then, you know, to you a better picture of what colors they are. I'm not going to be naming every single color, but you can see right here up at the top, it's in this clear packaging. Pretty cool, am I right? And that's just for coloring. What we got next is something similar to this, but a little different and a little less quantity for when it comes to how many of these there are. And I'm not talking about pencils, I'm talking about gel pens. There's only 30 in here, but we got this plastic packaging. Almost looks like a little book box, pencil box, crayon box. I can't even think to what I'm even trying to compare this to. You know, hold on. This thing right here. This is what I'm talking about. Kind of dusty. Either way, I think you got the picture there. Reading off what it says here, we got a little rainbow reflective situation going on for the gel pen's font right there. What's written out for it? Alright, so it says 30 count, obviously. And then these are the colors to get a better image off of it rather than me pulling them all out and showing you individually. It says here 12 glitter, 9 pastel, 6 neon, 3 classic, and then acrylic case, which is the container that's being held in. So, hell yeah. This can't just be used for drawing and coloring. This can be used for writing too. Make all your stuff look pretty, like what's shown right here. For this color. You know, it's multiple different colors depending on what angle the light is showing it. I mean, like, look at that. It's a rainbow. Writing, drawing, now, whatever. Either way, I'ma eat that shit right the fuck up. Alrighty. Next. Oh, looky here. 2 rolls of magic scotch tape. How lovely. And then, oh, look, another thing of tape, but it's not scotch tape. Tiny, little clear. It's motherfucking duct tape. It says right here, tape it. Duct tape is one singular roll. 1.89 inches times 55 yards, 48 millimeters times 50 meters, and then it's in the color black. Got that shit from AliExpress. Now you may be thinking, oh, we're getting serious here now? Hell yes we are. With all the hard crafting that I plan on doing someday, you're in for a treat. Cause you know what? That's not even the best thing I got here. It's this motherfucking hot glue gun right here. You see what this says? It says mini size. And then over here it says Surebonder Speciality. I think that's the brand that it's made by. And then right here it says it's for crafting and DIY. And then it says Cool Shot trademark. You know that trademark DM. Super low temp glue gun plus 12 clear Cool Shot. And then the mini glue sticks, which are these, just to be clear right here. And then it says value pack, ready to create. And then what it looks like right here, showing down at the bottom, it says lay down safely, talking about the position to have this in when you aren't using it. And then it says super low temp for delicate materials, lace, foam, and floral. More applications on back, and then my goodness, I am not reading all that. It's just talking about safety and whatnot, and you know how to not glue your fingers together, if you catch the whole idea of what I'm trying to say here. All the hard craftings we're gonna be doing. This might just be something simple with super low temperature, but we're definitely gonna figure out some things with this. Because with these little glue sticks right here, it's not the only ones. Like if I was to ever run out, I also got an extra pack. You got 12 in here? Well, looky here. You got 15 of them right here. Like, look at that. Obviously, when you put it in here, I'm pretty sure it melts at the tip. Yeah, they're little glue sticks. Obviously, it's gonna do that. But right now, this is what the glue looks like when it's not liquid. In other words, a solid. So yay! Fun. Okay, so 15 and 12. So 27 motherfucking glue sticks, broski. It might seem crazy, but considering how small this little glue gun is, who knows how long this glue will even really last, depending on how much I use it and what I use it for, you know, shit like that. I mean, hey, only time will tell. Although, it's not like I'm gonna be over here explaining to you guys what this would be used for and why it's running out so fast. That's one of those things that's going to be included into my personal projects and arting situation, just like everything else we've got going on right here, sitting right here in front of me. I think now is the best time for me to show off to you guys what I got for my stuffed animal situation. Huh? What's this? Oh! It's the Ruined Sun character from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, the Ruined DLC. Oh look, I also got the Ruined Moon too. Neat. Honestly, that's all I really have to say for these guys. They look rather neat, but something about them, comparing them to the actual Sun and Moon plushies from the original Security Breach. These ones are kinda off-putting, but to be fair, they are kinda ruined down animatronics. They got fucked up during some chaos, you know, that happened back at the Pizza-plex, but we haven't really gotten to that part of the game yet. I promise I'll eventually get around to a live stream on that, but for now I have other things that I have to worry about, so it's going to be later on that you are going to get a stream on that. Looking at the Ruined Sun, obviously the first thing you could tell just by looking at him is his face. I mean, come on. We got these little purple lines coming out of his face, like some sort of glitch in the system. He's also got that going on up here at the top too, like where his eyebrow connects and then, you know, his eye, all that looks like it's destroyed and then mixed into like two different characters, obviously both the Sun and Moon, but you know, needing to be rebooted. They got this mess of a design going on for them. I mean, come on, it's pretty much both Sun and Moon, but you know, with different color variations and the fact that they're all destroyed. I mean, look at this. You see the sun down below, but then you look at the face, it's like, are you sure that's not the moon? He's got this sort of glitchy effect design going on for part of his sun rays. One's destroyed. So I was trying to figure out the whole situation going on for that. The endoskeleton, it's like, yeah, there's obviously a little mechanism going on for his nose and his teeth, but then the side of his face, it's like, damn, it's a pitch black fucking eyeball right there with the brown around it. What is the situation there? What is the deal? His freaking eye right here is also torn, but it's also got like this red design like it's about to murder somebody. So that's fun. It's also got like the same texture as like the Phantom Boxy plush, you know, the situation going on for that. It's kind of like the same thing as before with the other Sun and Moon plushies, except, you know, obviously the designs. And then for the back of his head, it's more gray rather than just straight up black. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to show like what the endoskeleton looks like. I mean, come on, look at all these tears right here. Like, obviously you can tell that's the sun with just by looking at the body. But then you go down and you can obviously tell that a lot of this has been destroyed on him. I mean, look at his arm right here. And then, of course, more of the purple effects going on for it. The purple pinkish color, whatever. Like, man, what happened to you, dude? I mean, look at the back of him. Everything else seems to be intact. And then you go down to his leg. It looks like he's got a peg leg, but the whole time he's just missing the outer shell of his, you know, animatronic character. And then, you know, his pants are ripped. Get more of the pink purple lining going on, some sort of glitch malfunction effect, and then a freaking tear in his freaking leg. I mean, hey, other than the whole destroyed ugly doo-doo hat colored situation we've got going on for him, his shoe seems to still be intact, only this time it's got stars. I don't remember there being stars right there. I could have sworn there was an actual moon for the character. Or not a moon, but a sun for this character. And then obviously with the moon, we get a crescent moon for his shoes. But it's like, I don't know what's really going on right here. That's like a mix of them both, is it not? Looking at the moon, it's not really much of a difference. It's got the same hat, just with the starry design. The only difference is obviously that neither of them have the little fuzzy ball for a tip of it. And then the rest of him, one side, he's got this brown eye, and then with the tearing, and then the black eyebrow situation. The endoskeleton kind of looks like the Mimic if you've ever read the books, or, you know, played the Ruin DLC. I know I freaking spoil, you know, this isn't, it's not him, just to start off. But, you know, looking at that and then comparing the design of the character with the eye, and then, you know, the freaking whole endoskeleton thing, besides the fact that, you know, he's got this little doohickey mechanism for his nose and mouth. Just looking at this guy is like, okay, Orange, what is happening here? Why is your face torn like that? Why is it that when he's the sun, one eye's pitch black, and then the other's got like a red pupil, but this one, he just got this straight up orange eye with a little bit of brown around it. Like, oh shoot, I didn't even notice the bottom half of the mouth part. Like, even the freaking endoskeleton got a little freckle thing going on. Oh, well, I mean, also he's got his 3 little freckles still there too. But for the rest of his body, it's like, why does he have the sun rays? That's like the one thing I don't understand. They're destroyed, but it's like, you might as well just call this dude Eclipse at this point. Got his 2 different forms right here. When he's more moon than sun, with all this freaking destroyed little parts of him. And then his little pants, which again looks more like a mix of the sun and moon, except I'm thinking this more has both of the attributes. Like for the pants, it's split in between that, and then of course you got the situation going on with the peg leg, missing leg, animatronic. Some of your outer shell has been torn away, mainly a lot of it, but you know, we're not going to talk about that part, right? I mean, they both got attributes of both the sun and moon. It's just the fact that they're destroyed. It's like, ooh, bro is creepy. And then the back of him, his head right here, is also like a grayish color instead of a black. But you know what? It is what it is. He's pretty cool looking. It's like the one thing that didn't get destroyed was his boot, his little shoe. And even this one has stars on it. I don't think either of them had stars to begin with, but you know what? That's just me taking a fag guess. What can you do? There's not really much to say here. It's not every day you really get to see a Funko Five Nights at Freddy's plushie with a bare endo sticking out of the plushie as a part of the plushie, because they only go for like simple designs. These are a little more complex. While no, they're not exactly game accurate, it's still something like that. They still done put in the effort. Again, back with the freckles part, they both still got it. One thing that hasn't been destroyed. It's so weird. Like, honestly, just looking at these guys, it's like, okay, they're cool, they're creepy, but, you know, get them out of my face for a little bit. Nah, because this is really throwing me off. Why does he got all of this going on for him? All this pink shit, and then the slight glitching. While this dude, they're both destroyed, obviously, but this dude is just mainly destroyed with a mix of both of the sun and the moon. To where this guy, he just looks like the sun has been destroyed, to where when he changes into the moon, he can't be the moon himself. He's both the sun and the moon. I don't really understand that part. I mean, like, what was the whole thought process going into this design? Did they just think, oh, we'll just use the same bodies as the sun and moon characters and then change them up a little bit to look like the DLC for the game that they appear in? Like, I don't understand. But you know what? It's whatever. It's Funko. They do whatever they do. I'ma just call these guys cute in a creepy way. Or better yet, funky. Whichever one you prefer. What's that? Oh! It's a TY Beanie Boo of a black and white dog. Huh, and looky here. The fur is all glittery. Same thing for the blue eye situation it's got going on for it. And then, of course, within the white, there's a brown tinting going on for the whisker freckle part. That's cute. Doing a little 360. Got a little spot in the backside, and then a black tail. Back of the head, black. And then looking at the tag, it says here the name is Sissy. If you're sad and feel alone, call me on the telephone. I'll help those feelings go away by talking to you every day. My birthday is September 15th. Am I going to keep the name as it is, or am I going to change it? I'm not really sure, but I guess that's going to be up for debate for future me to figure out. Or, you know, sooner future, because can't be waiting too long. I'm not really sure what type of dog she's supposed to be, but she's also got this black padding going on for her paws, or at least the bottom of them, so that's lovely. Though since I'm not really 100% sure of whether or not I'm going to be changing the name of this sissy dog, or if I'm going to keep it the same as bro's been assigned, but like, that's just one of those things where it's like, I'm just spitballing ideas out here. It's not one of those things where it's 100% guaranteed to happen. It's one of those things where it can happen, but also it can't happen too. Like, there's a possibility it may, but also may not. Who really knows? Don't even worry about it, because we have another one? What is this? This ain't a Beanie Boo, I can tell you that for sure, but your eyes don't deceive you. They're twins! Nah, I'm kidding, but right here we have got a skunk with sparkly blue eyes, like Sissy over here. And honestly, you know what this dude reminds me of? Motherfucking Flower from Bambi. Like, tell me y'all don't see that. I mean, come on. Even looking from the side too, it's like, yeah, that's definitely Flower, y'all. Like, I feel like that's what they based the design off of. Though, back to the part where this isn't a Beanie Boo. It says right here on the tag, Beanie Bellies. Now, it's still considered TUI. I'm not gonna count it out of the Beanie Boo section, and you know, just for all that crap we've got going on, you know, for these guys right here, this dude, these big-eyed, bug-eyed creatures. They're all the same because, you know, the eye situation, obviously, they're not going to be as big because the body proportions are different. I mean, dude literally looks like an old man. Fat butt old man sitting with the fat belly. Like, what is the deal for that? Bro's got a whole pooge going on, and then, oh, look at the little paws. Cute. Shoot, even the fur on this dude is shiny. And the bottom paws too. Bro won't be walking like that on all fours. Bro be walking on twos. Just walk away and then spray your stench out. Psych. Alright, well, reading the tag now, ignoring the fuzz we've got going on for the head and the tail. Says here, bro's name is Ruckus. And then it says, I love to smell flowers. That's some sort of reference we got going on here, or am I just overlooking it? Alright, rereading from the start. I love to smell flowers. In the morning hours, if they're wet with dew, I'll munch on a few. And then it says, my birthday is January 13th. I'm telling y'all, these motherfuckers are twins. They might not be the same species, but the black and white color scheme we got going on, and then the blue eyes. Siblings in another universe, am I right? You know, I just noticed the gray shading that we've got going on for the top of the muzzle part right here. Actually, I think it goes all the way around bro's face. Muzzle part. Huh. Weird. Alright, well, lastly, I got one other thing that's somewhat similar to a TY bug-eyed stuffed animal, like the Beanie Boo and Belly we got here, except it's not by the brand of TY. It's something completely different. Check it. Ugh. Baby tiger creature. Big golden sparkly eyes. Different shades of orange with black stripes. Fuzziness everywhere, especially down bro's face where tigers normally have that white fluff coming from right out of their ears. Pretty sure that's supposed to protect from like dust or whatnot. I'm not really sure how exactly that works. I just noticed too, there's white around the eyes. I wonder if that's supposed to be like a part of the eyes in general, or if that's just the outer part. Yeah, outside of the eye, the socket itself, I'm not really sure. Look at bro's nose, it's all sparkly and black. Kinda normal except for the sparkly part, but you know, that's just what makes it 10 times better. You got a big white belly, little stubble for feet, little stubbles for paws. Doesn't seem like they're full of anything. I think they're kind of hollowed out cotton, fluffed out. Oh yeah, bunga. And then, look in the back. It's got a little hanger that he was hanging on, but we're going to ignore that. The only problem I have with bro is the fact that he ain't got no tail. Like, bro, they done bombarded my boy. Reading the tush tag, it says Mini Matsu. That's the name of the brand. It says the same thing for the tag part right here. It says for ages 3 and plus. And then right here it says Mini Matsu Series 3. And then 24 characters to collect. I'm not even gonna get into something like that. I'm just here for the cutesy face. They got a whole series going on for it, and this is part of a series 3. How many they got going on for this? Like, what the heck? You know, let me just open the tag and read the name out to you. It says right here, name Eden, and then the birthday is 8/10/16. I've made mistakes like this before by reading the date incorrectly, but this says August 10th, 2016. Allow me not to make that mistake again. I'm pretty sure bro is supposed to be like 8 years old by now. I don't know if the date is depending on when the stuffed animal are released, depending on what you get for if you ever find these, but yeah. That's the situation we got going on for that dummy. Bro's just the cutest, man. Like, bro's gonna be on cereal boxes and commercial advertisements wearing a freaking bandana with his name labeled on it in the future. The future face of Frosted Flakes, a replacement for Tony the Tiger. I'm just kidding. I'm sure this little dude will eventually be his own thing, but for now, Fuzzball. For the clothing part, I got this black Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt, and for the image on it, we've got a black and white withered Freddy, and in the background of that, we've got a thorny vine sort of heart thing with the bold print written right here next to him, in between him, and kind of below him, but on him, the Five Nights at Freddy's title in what looks like supposed to be blood splatter, I want to say. I'm not really sure, but for everything else being this color and then this being red, I'd say it's pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. Though, if I'm being totally honest, this looks like some kind of shirt you give to someone on Valentine's Day. I don't know if it's just because of the heart. or if they even meant to do that in the first place, but yeah. And here's what I look like wearing it. I'd say it's a total banger, but that's just me. I also got this black pink hoodie. On the front side, obviously, as from where you can see, you got the pink logo written in white. And then for the back side, we've got this white P with the pink logo in it. Kind of like a jersey in a way. Hold on, I don't know if you can see it, but let me fix that. Here we go. Much better. It smells like peppermint for some reason. But yeah, you know, typical hoodie. It's got the two-way pocket. Okay, let's not make this us. Here's what I look like wearing that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm sweating my motherfucking ass off wearing this right here, but you know what? That's a risk I'm willing to take to show you guys. Alright, now on to the devices and doohickeys, or doohickey and devices. You know what? I've been speaking for way too long. What is this, you may ask? Well, it says here it is a Five Nights at Freddy's product. And then flipping right here to the front, since we were looking at the back just then and there. It says it's supposed to be a Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Spinners, kind of like a fidget spinner in a way. I don't really know, but the character we got going on here is this abomination half painted as Roxanne Wolf character. It says right here at the very bottom above spinners, try me. And then there's this little window in the container where you could test it out. I think bro's getting a little dizzy here. To get a better demonstration on the whole physics of it, I'm gonna have to take bro out of the package. Oh my gosh, no way. Dropping down the floor helped it to crack open. How convenient. What? Bro looks like that one emoji, bro. That's who she looks like. You're telling me she's not that emoji? You actually can't tell me that, because I won't believe you. I'm pretty sure that's literally who bro is. I mean, come on now. I don't know what motherfuckers was thinking when they created this little creature, but this is not Roxanne Wolf. They tried to be whoever you would consider this creature to be. Cause like, what the fuck is up with the paint job? Shit looks like it was spray painted on. And then, you know, the little mark she's got on her face, her cheeks, the little black slashes. Why are they gray? And the more I look at this, it's like, what were they thinking with the paint job? I mean, I see the idea they were going for, but like, what? This is so bad. Am I still gonna mess around with it? Hell yeah. But like, what is up with that, man? I mean, at least they got her hair somewhat on point, but the face part. And what is she wearing? A motherfucking Speedo? Not a Speedo. There's another word for it. I'll insert it right there as to what I'm talking about. But like, the fuck, man? And also, since when does she have a tail? Okay, hold on, wait, I'm sorry about that. She's had a tail. I was just thinking of something completely different, and then I realized, oh, the thought just popped in my head. It's just the fact that it's the same color as her hair, and the gray we've got going on isn't too good of a gray. All the colors are mixing, like, they did a lazy job at painting this stuff. Like, they used some sort of spray paint, but in like a small can. I'm not really sure what they did. And then the whole spinny part, obviously the top part is supposed to match your hair. Like, oh yeah, nobody's gonna notice this is a fidget spinner. It's just some random little toy until you see these little freaking parts on there. The motherfucking grips. This is what a drift into insanity looks like from a mental standpoint. Me spinning around in swivel chairs. Okay, Roxy, I think that's enough spinning for now. Would you even really consider this Roxy at this point, or a miniature version of her twin, but poorly made? Like, you know, think of like a printing machine. The ink ran out. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like, because it is not giving it all whatsoever. All the colors that mix in along with each other, they're supposed to be colors on their own, especially like this streak of hair right here. What is that? Vomit? Doo-doo? Piss? Nah. Get tripping. And spinning. Got me looking crazy with it. Okay, let's just stop with the brain rot here and let's get on to the very last thing that they got me. Because, woo-wee, I'd probably say it's the best thing I got here, but that's probably the second thing next to my poster paper and, you know, just all that paper in general for drawing and coloring and painting and blah, 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 whatever. But just to let you all know, if you haven't already known this, I have a small history for when it comes to my cellular devices either going to shit or being broken, or, you know, they just randomly stop working because of how old they are and, you know, just the little parts they've got going on for them. They just deteriorate over time. Some things, they can't really be held in your control for when it comes to that. But with that said, and this is also considering everything that I have lost or have had stolen from me ever since I have moved back in here at my grandparents' house from living at Michelle's apartment for quite some time. I have now got a new tablet in replacement to everything else that I have ever lost. And it's not just devices, I'm talking about everything that I have lost. Or, you know, have just had vanished out of nowhere for no reason. Again, for the whole reason of the fact that people like stealing my shit. Here's what we've got going on for us. So right here, you're looking at the box, and then a picture of what it's supposed to look like. It is 11 inches, so it's actually pretty huge. We got a huge screen going on for it. And then the brand is called Surf. Either that, or is that just the name of the tablet? I don't know. Looking down in the picture in the home screen situation, we got that, and then it says it's an ONN Tablet Pro powered by Android, Snapdragon, Qualcomm, DTSX, and then it's got a little Bluetooth symbol on it for the box, and then flipping it to the back side, pretty much gives you sort of instructions on how it works in a way. So yeah, that's fun. And then the different ways that it can be held and like what the position, you got vertical, horizontal, and then what it looks like on the back side. And then of course more junk that we're not going to worry about. Okay. I'm gonna just show it to y'all like in person rather than just like what it shows on the box. I've already taken the time to pull it out of the box, unravel everything, and then set it up. But right here we have a quick starting guide for it that we are going to push off to the side. And then carefully getting that out of there, we got this double-sided C-type charger that goes with it. This charger head, a little pin thing to help get out the SD card for whatever reason. If that ever comes to be a thing, I usually just throw it away because I'm pretty sure they give this to you with phones too. Just any sort of device that has a SIM card or, you know, an SD card, just in case you ever need to pull it out, put it into a new or different device. Let's see. We also got this user guide that's also going to be put to the side. And then looking at the tablet itself, even though we saw it on the box, comparing this shit to the size of my hand, or even hands put together, this shit is fucking huge. Ignoring the fingerprints, this shit is almost as big enough to be a fucking iPad. I mean, dude, you kidding me? I set this up in my lap and I got a full screen. Well, it might as well be, but front right here, front camera is in the middle for some reason, so obviously this was made to be set up horizontally rather than looking like this, because how are you gonna record it on that, like right there? That's a weird spot. But then of course, you also got this camera right here. I don't think it really matters what position you put it in, because it's the back camera. It's obviously going to be placed on the side or in the middle. Either way, it's still going to record something, right? I mean, that's what we're going to be using this for. Recording, editing, drawing on screen, and just all sorts of random stuff, probably playing random games too, and, you know, just all that sorts of good stuff that can be used with a device like this. Before it even had all these fingerprints on here, there was a sort of covering that you could peel off before going to use it. Allow me to just insert a clip of that, of me just showing off like what it has written down. It's pretty much got a sort of guide pretty much on, you know, where the different parts of the tablet is at, like where the power button is at and the volume button. It's right here on the side. That's gonna take some time to get used to. And then I believe right here is the SIM card. No, it's right there. And then right here, I'm not really sure what that is if I'm being totally honest, but you know, I'm sure this little video clip will say something about it, so here. Okay, I can't just show it off to you guys and then not go on to the freaking video camera, test it out, see how the recording works. But, like, look at this shit. Me holding this in my hands. If I'm gonna do any sort of recording, I have to hold it with both my hands. If I do it with one hand, I'm gonna have to do something like this, like hold it like this, and then use another hand just to press buttons, you know, shit like that. But then holding it like this. I'm a motherfucking iPad kid. My hands are sticky and I eat cheese puffs and then touch the screen right afterwards. We all know a kid that does that shit, right? But, alright. Testing out the whole video situation. What does this button do? I'm not really sure how to work this. I'm still learning, but, you know, it's actually not that bad. Especially for, like, the camera quality situation. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a little fuzzy for when it comes to the graphics, and I'm not really sure how the audio is going to play out, but you know what? That's why we're going to do a test on it. Testing 1, 2, 3, beep, boop. Alright, now let's play that back. Oh, hold on, the volume's not even up. Still trying to freaking figure out how to learn this, if I'm gonna use it for anything. Boop. Oh, okay. Testing 1, 2, 3, beep. I know I didn't play out the entire thing, but now that I say this, I think the audio's kind of fuzzy too. But I mean, hey, we'll figure out something on what to work out with this, because yeah, we got a lot of plans for the channel's future and just what's to come next and soon. Of course, we gotta complete everything else that we still have to get around to. Still got plans in the making, projects in the making too, things to work on, things to do. You already know. Can't say nothing, because then that ruins the whole point of it being like a surprise, if that's what you would want to call it. But guess you're just gonna have to wait to see to even really know what I'm talking about, because I've been giving little hints throughout many different videos that have been posted up to my channel. Not that I'm going to tell you which ones are hints, you have to figure that out yourself. Wait, what? You're joking, right? It's got a fucking back camera flash like a phone! Like a motherfucking cell phone! Oh my gosh! Now that is gonna come in handy for sure. Most definitely. I don't know why I'm just now noticing that, but there's literally a fucking dot right there to indicate, ooh, flashlight. Apparently I didn't think that far into it, or even really think too much to even notice it in the first place. Probably because I'm a dummy. But, let's not go that far into the conversation, eh? I sure do love it when the camera likes to cut my face out of the frame. But do you know what that means? It means I get to be on the screen longer. No background, no nothing. You must look into my eye. I'm going to steal your soul. Maybe not through staring into your soul directly through your eye sockets, but like this. Tastes like blueberries.
Okay, I think that's enough goofing off for now. You know what time it is, since I am now done showing off to you guys what my grandparents got me. I think it's time for me to show you guys what my Pookie and Mam got me.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I share a room with like 4 other people. And when it comes to a room that fucking small, that many people should not be crammed into one fucking room. Especially considering the fact that my siblings are... How do I put this nicely? They're very messy, and they eat snacks all up in their room. It gets trashed to the point where even coming down from the fucking top bunk up and down that damn ladder, I break my ankles every time, because there's always something I'm stepping on when I reach the floor. I mean, yeah, of course my totes are in the corner right where the fucking ladder is that I get down at, but I don't really seem to have a problem with that. It's all the trash that I seem to step on all around. And you know what's fucking worse? I don't have much space for when it comes to putting all of my belongings somewhere. So what's gonna happen when I run out of all of my space and I have nowhere to put my stuff? Here's what. Put your stuff in a motherfucking backpack. Hell yeah, I got a new book bag, motherfucker. As from what you can see, we've got gray with some sort of darkish gray stripes, and then for the zipper outlining part we've got a purplish color, and then looking on the tag, as from what we can see after noticing, we got the little esports sort of thing going on for it. It says right here, Rally Sport 2.0 backpack, and then down below, sorry, I'm completely reading that word. esports.com. My goodness. Lifting that up, it says right here what the features are. So going through that list, it says we got multiple zipper compartments for number 1, and then 2, it says internal padded tech / laptop sleeve, 3 adjustable padded shoulder straps, 4 top wrap handle for comfort, 5 side hydration pockets, 6 padded back for maximum comfort, 7 internal mesh zipper pocket, 8 water resistant bottom, 9 mullet chain, and 10 limited lifetime warranty. For further details, please visit www.eastsports.com/pages/warranty. We're not going to worry about that. And then, oh look, the anatomy of the backpack, showing all of what is listed here and where they're at on the bag. Oh, and then of course the one side where you can put a bottle, water bottle, any bottle actually, since they both got that. We got a tag right here that says
Water bottle pocket.
in the shape of a water bottle that would likely fit.
Isn't that lovely?
Here's what the back of it looks like. Looks like a much darker gray color, and then for the strap, it's got the same thing going on for it. Purple and then the gray situation. How neat is that? And oh, look at these little straps right here. They haven't even been unraveled. But you know what? I'm not even gonna mess with that. I mean, they look like they're tied perfectly, but pulling them out, it's like, yeah, attached to that little string there. I could probably destroy that if I don't use some sort of cutting tool. Neat.
Zipper.
For the first door, it's got nothing much really going on.
Just a regular old thingy to put your stuff in. Pocket.
Oh, what's behind door number 2? Open sesame. Oh, more. Let's go. More space. And then, what's behind door number 3? Looks like it already got unzipped somehow. Door number 3. It's getting smaller with the spaces here. Probably put something small right there. Alright, what's behind door number 4? Is this door number 4? It might as well be little zip-up doors. Interesting. I love more the merrier with the space. This looks like a little pencil case sort of pocket. Interesting. Looking like fishnets out here. Neat.
Malagen.
Fucks with it. You know what the first thing is that I'm gonna store in there? Is this motherfucking brush set replacement that I got from last year. Except the only difference between it being Michelle that got me it in a blue color is my best friend Cheyenne. I mean, come on, just look at this shit. I haven't even opened it out yet. $5 seems like a pretty good deal for a brush. A curler brush. And then a mirror that comes with it.
5PC professional quality hairbrush kit, paddle brush, roller brush, handle mirror, cylinder, hair clip.
Oh, that's what that is. Little hair clip. I didn't think anybody's hair could actually fit in that unless they got really fine hair. Bop. 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 Nice. See, I still got the blue version of this and then the mirror. But this one, I do not. It got broken. This got ripped out because I was trying to clean it. And then, of course, when I tried putting it back in, it didn't want to cooperate. And from then point on, it was busted because it is glued around the ridges. Pulling them out will only rip out the glue too as well. Psych, I ain't putting this in my newly fresh book bag. I gotta figure out somewhere else though. Obviously, I'm gonna just take these out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the stand because my last one ended up getting broken. Not all the way, but just down in the little grooves right here where, they're held. Shit was cracking at the bottom, and all of a sudden everything was slipping on out. Don't ask me how, because I do not know. But yeah, you see how there's little holes here at the bottom? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They didn't look like that. It looked like a much bigger hole, and not more than just a hole, but rather a shattering too, like the plastic went boom boom or something, like oof. Oof, oof, oof. Hey, check out this fancy little box.
Pretty bow.
Okay, obviously it's screaming at me to open it, but looking at the design here, it looks like we've got a sky and clouds in the background. Over top of that, we've got this, what looks like a felt snowman that was taped to this. Like someone made it out of crafts. We got green for what I'm going to assume is grass. This pebbly little star, big star actually, so it's like the biggest thing on here. Polka dots in blue. Looks like some type of clay paper. I'm not really sure. And then looking at the sides of the box, it's also got the same thing going on. This weird looking felt snowman holding on to these presents. More stars, more polka dots, probably more like snow. And then that entire pattern just continues all the way around. Huh. Even the back side too. Okay, I'm opening it. Well, well, well. What do we have here? A Santa Claus goodie bag that says ho ho ho. But what could be in the goodie bag? Candy. 4 different Mambas. 2 cookies and cream flavored chocolate snowmans. Chocolate coins of Santa, a horse, and a snowman. Rock candy.
A cow tail.
A Reese's cup. 3 Brothers original. Take a bite.
Change me feasting.
Alright, what else we got in here in this box of wonders? Huh. That's an interesting little container we got here. Green and silver. And then from how it looks, it's from Bath and Body Works. We got this little snowman window. It's like a little box. I mean, it is a box. It's just the fact that we've got this bow on top. Like for the opening part, you push down and then, woo, it opens up. The part that really got me literally is what they got going on for the little window to see what's inside of it. Of course, you can't really see what's in there, but, backside it says, snowflakes and cashmere set includes body wash, fine fragrance mist, and body cream. And then that's what it looks like right there.
Time to whip them out.
Alright, first to start off, which of the 3 is it? It's body cream. I'm really loving the design they got going on for the back right here.
It was a dark, snowy night.
There's a hoot!
Do all 3 of you have hoots on them? Pretty sure this is the body wash.
Correct, I was. Okay, well, we got something similar going on for it, but still kind of the same thing with barely any color besides what we've got going on for the background colors, which is like a pinkish purple, and then somewhat silver, which I really love about that. Hell yeah.
And then perfume.
Ooh, I love it.
Looks fucking awesome. The hoot hoot is on this one too.
Do a little spin around. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nice. I can tell you one thing for sure. These are gonna make me smell real good. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this box. Huh, that's odd. Looks like I forgot to grab a piece of candy from out of the little goodie bag here. Either that or it fell out, because why is it all up here in the box instead of in here? Oh, it's Nando's. Well, it looks like we got another outfit. And then looking at the end of this, with there now being nothing else in here, we've got this green wax paper. How nice. Would go good for a little scenery, if you get what I'm saying here. Set it up like a stage. Alright, so the clothes we got to start out, we got this very soft, fuzzy plaid jacket. I just dropped the tag that goes with the, I wouldn't say jacket, I'd say more of a hoodie, but hoodie doesn't have pockets, it's just really soft, so I think that makes up for that. But the tag, here's what it looks like. It is called Angel Cult. That is the brand for this. So soft. And then for the other thing that I got, it's sweatpants, kind of like cargo pants in a way because of pockets we've got going on down here. Got something for both sides. And then the brand for this is called Young and Chic. Whoa. We got this little ribbon right here attached to it that says, "Touch me." I haven't exactly got to take off the tags for this, but let's just move on to the part where I show you what I look like when I wear those. Yeah? Yeah. So, I didn't think this was going to happen, but while I was cutting the tags off, I somehow managed to cut off the ribbon too, so I guess we're just going to keep that as an accessory rather than having them attached to the pants that we are wearing. That goes with this. It's cozy. Though I didn't realize there were actual pockets right here up at the top. I just thought they were down here, but hey, the more the merrier. Well, everyone, that concludes our 2024 Christmas haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down in the comments below some video ideas, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay tuned for that.
Okay, bye. Happy holidays, everyone.